Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Alert!
Regular. Go!
Here's Allen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
24 is the mic. Ran out. 24 is the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 24 is the mic. Let's go one more.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Here's Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
What we got? Check. Lucky. Check, nickel.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Tell you what. Under 10.
They'll run it with Johnson. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. First and good, Melvin Gordon, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second down now, it's Johnson, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Ty Johnson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
It's our field.
Here's Allen on first and 10. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice...
On play action, Allen. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Check.
Bristol, travel. All 52. Hey, Zoo.
On first down, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Ty Johnson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times have we talked about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Watch 7. Watch 7. Watch 7.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that's complete to Adams. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Mike. Get him! Get him! Get him!
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And an alley to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Panther football to start quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Check, 59. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
56, 56.
Mine's 59. Mine's 59. Watch the curl.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Check, check.
From the gun, it's Allen. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mike. 180. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
Oh, come on, man. What are you
Close to
doing?
the first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Damn. What? Shit. Go.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Get him. Get him. Chance.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So in their own territory, they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
General West.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Panthers have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. To throw, it's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, where is this?
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, Not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Watch the screen. Mike 48. Mike 48. Got you. I got you, son.
Hey, exit.
Hey, look, 48.
Allen from the gun on third down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
DC.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Check 26, right?
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Check hot route.
5.
On third down, Johnson.
Oh, come on, man.
Well short of the
Trying
first
to
as he
hide
can
these.
get this to the 30. Make that now
Damn.
3 straight 2-yard gains.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without
Double
talking about
teaming
his
that guy.
intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Orbit. We taking wins home.
Mike 48. Mike.
And here's Allen from the gun. He'll throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Middle.
48 to Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack by Khalil Mack.
set.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now Gordon on 1st down.
Oh, man, you can't hold.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Front, 180.
54 miles. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill.
On 2nd and 9. Gone. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks.
Give me the back.
Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Slam.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
You got nothing today.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
5 wide.
Stop, let's go. Check, crunch.
Hey, home.
Check 59.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Middle. 5 wide. Come on. I got it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First target, first catch, and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Get that ball.
Half.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Get in the weight room.
Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Bravo.
Mike, check 59. Hey, here I come.
Allen to throw once more. And Adams has it.
Don't go after. What are you
And
doing,
he'll be
man?
taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I really wish.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mike's 50. Smooth. Bring it. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Allen now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Blue draw Corkers. Alert.
24 is the mic. Crunch time, defense. 24 is the mic. Here we go.
Hey, Alpha.
All day.
Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
First down, Carolina.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Mike, check. 59.
Hey, Echo.
59's Mike. Check. 59. I got him.
Pass 85. We go.
Now Allen again. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown.
You got it.
DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this one?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
54 Mike. Let him know. Well. It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. A good pickup there. 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll set up shop in midfield at the 49-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Now he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
All 52.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert!
48 to Mike. You can't block me.
Hey, Delta.
You can't block me. Check 48. Check.
Now Allen operating from the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
I'm coming after you.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
48, middle. Hey, pick your game up. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Five.
Give me that ball, defense.
56.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That is so
Adams, the
retarded.
intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Check.
Alert.
Check. 48.
And again, it's Allen. This is called.
Man, why can't I do nothing with him?
A couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver and tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Strip that ball.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Third and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Middle.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, let's get him home.
Half 10.
Mike, check.
Hey, high 7.
Quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Throwing now is Allen, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown, and the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Check 42. Not here. Check 13. Check 13.
Hold on. Check.
Back. Check.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Ty Johnson, 75 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, Stu.
Allen going for the deep ball. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Yeah.
There's no reason to sneak.
From the gun, Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
What?
Check 15, check 15. 5 wide.
What's up with that?
Allen going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
180. Don't say nothing.
On 1st down.
Wow.
It's Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the Jets sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Mack Wilson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
17.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing now. Off. And Woods has it complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
180.
Hey, watch the ball, Bang, 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 bang. Hey, switch gears.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They come out here in the eye.
All right, D, let's all right, D. Shift.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a
Bro,
great
why
look at that
can't I
scoreboard,
do? Why
realize how
can't he
poorly
pick the
everything
ball
was
off?
yesterday, coaching,
Dude can't.
playing the
Nothing.
whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling
no,
again.
you don't want that
Retarded.
feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. 7 yards. The pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 40-yard line.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Los Angeles, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Hey.
This is Zach Lim, and today we're heading out in the hills of Northern California to look for snakes. The hills of California are slithering with snakes, and if you explore the grasslands of San Mateo County, there's a good chance you'll come across some of its familiar species. Yes! Many of them are non-venomous, like the gopher snake and the Santa Cruz frog. Then there's the venomous northern Pacific rattlesnake. Step cautiously on the trail, as their bite is incredibly toxic. Okay, that's it. Northern Pacific rattlesnake right there. One thing I don't ever recommend you do is stick your hand into a hole after a rattlesnake. Today I'm headed on trail with wildlife photographer and reptile enthusiast, Zach Lim.
Gales is back. Gales is back.
What? And you're annoying.
Whatever. I thought your stomach hurt. My stomach hurt.
No, get off of me.
Rocket, oh,
You take that leg off it. Let me see. Come here, Gil.
Gil got peanut in it.
Gil's might be heavier than you see.
No. Ah!
That's Gil's head. That's not his.
Yeah, Gil's might be heavier.
That's her head weight.
That might be the same weight.
Yeah.
Gil got a bug.
Gil's is almost the top weight.
Take a peanut in it.
Tink got a light off it.
Oh.
Yeah, he got like a pea.
Yeah, he did her pea head. Yeah. Okay. Like peas. You got
Look at
you got beans.
He got a split pea. He got split pea in it.
We'll talk about my brother.
And you got a lima bean.
We'll talk about my
Whatever.
Well, they're talking about my bread.
They're talking about my bag. I'm not seeing you. No, I seen you in the mirror.